Bohemia is a historical country in the heart of Europe.
Bohemia today occupies 1/3 of Czech Republic.
In 1989, when the communist regime collapsed in Czech Republic, the word freedom was spelled everywhere in every corner. Everybody was talking about it, and I started questioning the whole principle of being free. I was 16 years old, and I started reading books from Kerouac, Ginsberg, Bukowski, which was the Beat generation in California in the 50s. Those people were experiencing freedom, and I wanted to be close to that kind of freedom.
So I took the Bohemian Highway to really discover freedom of being for me.
It's an artist lifestyle to start off with. Totally in France, it was a purely creative,
Right.
off-the-wall artist. I mean, if you think of Vincent Van Gogh cutting off his ear,
Right.
I mean, that's not normal.
Yeah.
In other words, all of this was part of that kind of people that were not unaccepted by society.
Right.
So they created their own society, the
Exactly.
salons.
Right.
And it's like the gypsies.
Right.
In a way that all the gypsies collect their own group. They don't allow other people in. Other reasons. But the point was that the issue in that, the Paris salons, was based on intellectuals, artists gathering in one place where they can be and do anything they want.
Right,
Which I
exactly.
think is probably what Bohemians are.
What does it mean for you, Bohemian aspect?
I think it allows for the uniqueness and the creativity to come forth of each person.
The lifestyle is about connecting with the nature again, where we are all from. How much do we really need? We get overwhelmed with stuff, we get overwhelmed with information, and we forget about who we really are.
Are you going to fly?
Nah, I can't fly, but I can catch the wind.
And the ability to fly in your head away is, to me, a lot of what the word bohemian means.
And I think the most important thing for every being on the planet is to awaken to their true light self. And down below is where all the plant teachers are
Right.
that nourish us and allow us to understand who we are, what we are, where we're from, and where we're going.
We are beautiful beings. We all have infinite spirits. We are all beautiful. I know it's hard sometimes to see the truth of who we are. I am here to help illuminate the sheer perfection of your soul. To shine a light upon your own magnificence that lives beyond the realm of form.
Our higher self is connected at all times.
My idea of connecting at the source of the divine feminine, the tree of knowledge. Satellite is like symbolic of communicating again,
Wow.
love and sacred feminine energy.
Nice.
And connecting to the original tree of knowledge is the Apple computer now, the chip symbolic of the tree of knowledge, the initial bite out of the apple, and connecting back to the source, which I believe is the divine feminine, sacred energy, which is Gaia that connects us all. So it's healing. So hope that we can heal and again connect and communicate love to each other,
Right.
and use technology too.
How to have a conversation with our deeper voice, our true voice, versus the chattering voice of the world of opinions and make wrongs.
Woodstock has been the Bohemian Center since 1900. So there have been all kinds of alternative culture here, artists from all over the world. This is the heart of the counterculture in the Northeast. So we have always a cross-cultural current going through, energy going around and keeping everything in order.
it's all about humanitarian experience again.
Right, the new dimension.
The new dimension. We're going to be thinking healthily, you
Yep.
know, to a wholesome
Yeah.
way of being. You know, it wouldn't be possible to have this revelation if you weren't here standing there talking.
If we are not here together, right?
Together, because we spark each other. We're reflecting the soul spirit.
Yeah, I see you.
I see you. Yeah, and then the heart's coming out. So I'll give a mudra. This is the meeting the beloved. So this is a good centering exercise to allow the divine to come in within everybody. I am just a legacy, either of the bad.
What do you think about all the dreams we have?
I think they should be expressed
Yeah.
and realized
Yeah.
so we can fully become who we are.
Why some people don't do that?
Well, you need to step out of your comfort zone and take chances.
Lawrence, how's it going?
Here I was documenting everything, every step of the way. And now we're almost home. We're almost home.
Do you know the term Bohemian? Does it appeal to you?
I think so. Like many people do. Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
It feels like a good thing. It feels like engaging in life in a full way is I suppose, a really rough way that I might think of it. You know, that's a state of mind, yeah. You know, the 10 tenets of Burning Man, one of them is radical self-expression.
Right.
And that's the part that would have the most bohemian aspect to it.
Right.
Is we're all out here not only to come to witness a show, but we are the show. We're a part of the show.
Right.
So our own expression, our bohemian
Right.
nature within us,
Stand
stay all
out.
night dancing and
Yeah.
and hug people that you don't know, and
Yeah.
you know, call them your neighbors and your friends, and living exactly
Living
for the
the-
moment and none other. Yeah.
It's freedom in its essence, and it's a 1-week event which many people live into for 6 months out of the year, or even an entire year, bringing their art and their creation and their collaborations with sound camps or theme camps. And when we come onto Playa, it's an intentional community. It's a village of 50,000 people. And yes, it's temporary, but the effects are everlasting. When I come home from Playa, all of my stuff is completely covered in Playa dust. Like I definitely have some memory on the inside as well, but really what you're coming home with is this new feel of self and this new recognition of something. Like everybody who comes out has a memory of some sort, and it was just profound, you know, incredible. And no matter what your experience of the burn, it'll have effects in some way, shape, or form.
Where are you from?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, all right. We're
Where are you from?
Reno, Nevada.
Reno, Nevada.
Reno, yes.
Oh, nice. You were great together.
He's here with his harem, and I'm B.
B.
And I built this car.
You built this car? You
Yes,
did?
you
That's
did.
beautiful. Okay.
Head up through here. Head up through there.
And spin around. Hello, You're awesome. Now you're part of Hector's harem. It's awesome. You look amazing.
It's a nice experience. Bohemian experience.
I think this is the place where you find kind of bohemian spirit.
I think that if there's any specific place to go find it, this is it.
Okay, great.
Maybe Venice Beach, California. Yeah.
Great. You
Those
got
two
it.
places have it. But
San Francisco a little bit.
yeah, for sure.
1962, Jack Kerouac published his novel Big Sur. To find out what inspired him, I made a short stop at the Big Sur on the way from LA to San Francisco.
Well, I'm in Big Sur with Tony right here. She's an artist. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of this place, because it's so interesting?
Yeah, it's great. It definitely has a history in artistry, movie industry. A lot of famous writers. Henry Miller lived here for quite some time. So a lot of creative, open-minded spirits have flocked to this area to be accepted for who they are.
Exactly.
And so that's very much why I'm here too. Definitely big in the 60s, and we have all different types of people who come here. We have actors and singers and movie stars and writers and artists and hippies and, you know, vagrants. I mean, there's a wide, eclectic group of people who come through.
Are you visiting?
Well, I'm coming from Czech Republic.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's Bohemia.
Yeah,
so I'm looking for the whole Bohemian movement.
Yes.
And this is a good place, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Why do you think this is a good place for that?
Oh boy, because there's lots of good art and music.
And here we are, in the historic center of the beatnik subculture, North Beach, San Francisco. Many of the generation's most famous writers and personalities, such as Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, Gregory Corso, Neil Cassidy, live in the neighborhood. One of them was Lawrence Ferlinghetti, the founder of the Satellite Bookstore. The worldwide known San Francisco saloon, Vesuvio, was first established in 1948 and remains a historical monument to jazz, poetry, art, and good life of the Beat generation. And of course, right in the middle, the Beat Museum, which is dedicated to spreading the spirit of the Beat generation, which we define as tolerance, compassion, and having the courage to live your individual truth. You know everything about the Beat generation, don't you?
I know a lot.
Okay.
And I would suggest you start right here, where it says it all began with Neil Cassidy.
Oh, Neil Cassidy right there. Okay, cool.
And it started as my own personal collection.
Beautiful.
And then people started giving us stuff.
Beautiful.
That's the cool thing.
It's a really unique idea.
I'll tell you where it came from. I was walking through Amsterdam years ago, and I had been there a few times prior, and I went by the Hemp Museum, which is in Amsterdam. And I looked around and I realized, you know, if they can have a hemp museum in Amsterdam, I can open up a beat museum.
Yeah, people can do whatever they want to do, right? They just need to do it. Can you tell me where we are exactly right now?
Yes, San Francisco, this would be like the Haight-Ashbury district, pretty much. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't even living here 2 years, you can't experience everything.
Exactly.
It takes like a lifetime, longer than that.
To have experience. Well, the life is experience, right?
Yeah,
like
definitely, definitely. There's so much up here to do, so much to see, and it's not like you need money to see everything, you know, just all of the culture and the different districts and stuff like that.
Bohemian Highway. All the way from Prague. Through lots of places, lots of people, lots of experience. Right here, our Bohemian Highway. Is this the beginning or is this the end? I don't know, but it's beautiful. Don't be afraid, just do it. Everything is possible. Follow your dream, follow your heart, and make it happen. You have only one life. Only one life. You came without nothing and you are leaving with nothing. So in between, there's life, which you have to enjoy and find what makes you happy. Find happiness and true about yourself.
Stop the war, free the people.